going to do?
We'll get. Are you there?
Yeah, sorry, I hit the wrong
button.
Mike, you have to start over again.
Okay, I apologize. Jeff, are you there?
I.
Okay, we had little audio problems. I think Peter managed to mute everybody. I got a couple of questions came in on the console log, Jeff. The upgrade process runs every block in a database.
That's a good question. So I guess they're asking if all pages in the database are going to get upgraded. I would assume yes, but I don't have a way of validating that. I haven't heard of any problems with upgrades in place in page issues. Is there some background behind the question?
Not that I can see. The question came from Richard Can Read. Richard, I don't know if you are able to speak or not. I'd ask him, or if you've got any additional comments on that, maybe you can send them via the console. All right, we have another. Richard also asked a second question. Do you have any comments on the impact of DOL tables when there are 0 OAM entries?
Not really. The only thing I would comment on, one of the things I've been seeing a lot of lately, and it's because I've been looking at a lot of third-party apps, there's a lot of apps out there that have, for some reason, made the decision that once you go to the non-all-page blocking, the non-APL locks, stop using clustered indexes. And I'd like to share a really quick story. I had a shop in the last month and a half where they're running at 100% of 16 CPUs, and they were using many clustered indexes at all. And there's a very specific situation that was causing them a lot of aggravation. Look, make this one a clustered index. It's going to spread your I/O out as well as improving all of your query performance. And after arguing with me for about 3 hours, they said, okay, we'll give it a shot. It was all over. 100% of 16 CPUs came down to less than 10% of 16 CPUs just by making one thing a clustered index. So I don't have any really general comment other than a lot of folks are reading too much into having the different types of blocks out there and whether they need things like clustered versus non-clustered. It's sort of a non sequitur specific question, but it sort of answers the general.
I got some more questions here. Jeff, is there a recommended ESD for the theme series? There were issues with 1502 with a couple of the early ESDs. Where should people start with on these?
The answer, it'll vary from platform to platform. So what I suggest you do is call support and ask them not what the most recent one is, but what the least buggy one is. Ask your friends. Find out who's out there. Go up to the forums and say, hey, I'm running APUX or AIX or SunUX or whatever it is you're running. Ask what people are running stable versions of the 15 in the ESD. I'm not trying to imply that they're all unstable versions, but the point where something's been running for 6 months and you haven't had any problems and you're comfortable with it, find out what levels those are. I'm not going to recommend any specific ones. If we have specific operating systems and specific other things, I could ask where folks are, but I don't pay as much attention to that doing, say, a tuning engagement as when I'm doing an install. And when I'm doing the install, that's when I start posing the questions. My suggestion is ask friends and ask around and make sure that you get the right key level for your operating system.
Okay, thank you. Question, do the dumps still have to be striped for larger than 2 gigabytes? What's the size on 15 for those?
It's operating system specific now and not server specific, and you can have multi-terabyte stripes.
That's the question. There's, I guess, read the installation documents. Come with.
Well, I guess into do a one-day upgrading the team class. We can do that.
Yeah. And Mr. Chow, configuration parameters in particular should we consider when upgrading from 12.5 to 15?
There's actually several in there, and your upgrade docs will have some of them listed. Ones in particular that I've seen that really need to be hit are the literal auto parameterization, the increase in statement cache, and the increase in procedure cache. Those are critical. I may put another one or two on my blog. I simply don't remember, but those are the ones that burn people that weren't well documented.
Okay. And another question, did you encounter any issues when upgrading to ASE 15 with OCS 12.5? And if you did, what recommendations would you have to troubleshoot those kind of issues? And that's using the older connection to connect to ASE 15.
I did not have any issues with that, and if you run into them, my suggestion is take a look at the error messages. Strangely enough, Sybase has finally gotten to the point where the error messages are actually relatively descriptive.
Okay, good sir. Is there a good way to estimate how long an upgrade process will take?
Give your test box.
With a complete data, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, it's a problem because unless you know how fast your I/O is, how big your databases are, there are too many variables there.
Okay, and that's completely understandable there. How is Java supported within the database in ASE 15?
Question, I have no idea. I've never used Java in the database. I've been doing this for 20 years, and I've never written code.
So I'll answer that one. Okay. And is it necessary to actually drop procedures and triggers after an upgrade, or is it enough if SP recompile is used?
Necessary? Not that I'm aware of. I believe the upgrade theoretically takes care of it. I do it out of constructive paranoia.
Okay. I guess another way of putting that is if you run into issues, then after doing SP recompile, then do a drop and recreate. Okay. What is, this is specific to HP, and I don't know what your experience is with HP, but what's the maximum memory that Sybase 15 can access on HP?
Max memory is huge. I don't have that right in front of me, but I can look it up. If you shoot me an email, I'll look that one up for you. It's not an HP limitation. I can give you the Sybase limitation, but you might be able to look up the HP limitation faster yourself. It's significant.
Okay. And I probably got time for a couple more.
I'm hitting a hard stop pretty quickly, but go ahead.
Yeah, and you may not be able to answer these specifically. This one may sound like it might even be a bug. Why can't engines be offline in Dean the way they were in 12.5? Now apparently processes.
That's a question for Sybase.
Question for Sybase. Okay, that's what I figured. All right, I think we got through everything in the log. If I missed some, we've got a copy of the log. We'll make sure Jeff gets a copy of that so he can read through. And if you provided your email address and the log as we requested, you'll be able to get an answer back from Jeff on that. Everybody, appreciate your time and your patience with today with a couple of technical issues, but we managed to get through in the end. The next TechCast will be in May. It's May 20th. It will also be Thursday. We believe it will be the same time of day, but stay tuned to the invites that go out for that. You can contact either myself or Peter Burney at the email addresses that are on the screen. And the topic next month will be single table optimization, with obviously specific information about indexes. Jeff will be presenting again next month. And that's all we got for today. Appreciate everybody's time. We will be sending out some additional follow-up information for you and getting some feedback from you. And as Peter said earlier, if you've got suggestions for topics that you'd like to see covered, either in the ASE or RepServer realm, please do contact us and let us know. And we're going to be doing 8 more of these during the course of the year, so we've got plenty of scheduling slots for topics that are of particular interest to lots of people. Tell your friends and your colleagues and your peers that the TechCasts are back, and have them stay tuned for information for the one that comes out. You can go to our website, www.isug.com. We'll have the information out there. That concludes today's presentation. Everybody, thank you for attending. Appreciate your time, and hopefully see you next month.